Russia claims that the United States is playing with nuclear fire over the Russia-Ukraine war issue, with Sergey Lavrov, the 20-year foreign minister of Russia, claiming that the genuine risks of World War III are rising. Now, he's been making comments like this really throughout the war, and most in the West don't hardly pay any attention today. But there are some things going on concurrent with this, which makes it a little bit more sober. And we need to be slowing down before we dismiss what he says here. And we're going to have Larry Johnson on with us today, the author at sonar21.com. Always got some great comments. Love having you on the show here, former CIA analyst. And just great dresser as well, with your shirt selection there. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Yeah, I got my punditry wizard shirt on.
Wow. If you put those on sale, let me know, because I'd like to have one. I think I want to be a punditry wizard as well, but you're going to need it today. And it's good that you do, because I really think that things are starting to pick up steam. And we had Alexander Mercurius on earlier today on one of our shows, and he's his training has been a lawyer in the past in the UK. And he says some of his lawyer senses are kind of telling him that things seem to be fundamentally different for a number of reasons. Some negative on the Ukraine side, some positive on the Russian side, that's all together swirling, with comments like what Lavrov made today that concern him that something big is coming afoot. Before we even get into some of the details, I just wonder what your sensing is from where things are going in the war.
Yeah, no, it's going badly for Ukraine, and as it worsens for Ukraine's situation, the rhetoric in the West and the proposed actions in the West, not just in Ukraine, become more extreme and more unhinged. Is probably the best way to describe it. And so the latest development we have is Ukraine's announcing that they've developed a new drone. Now, what this drone is, it's a middle range cruise missile that can go out about 700 kilometers reportedly. I guarantee you, I'd take bets. Ukraine didn't develop that. That was developed by something like the CIA Skunk Works. Only it gets, I call it, it's the transgender cruise missile. It gets to dress up and self-identify as Ukrainian, okay? But it's not actually Ukrainian. But by saying that it's Ukrainian and the Ukrainians launch it, the West thinks, oh, therefore our hands are clean. Russia can't blame us for striking Moscow or striking someplace to the east of Moscow. Well, that line has already been crossed, and that's what Lavrov is reacting to. They've seen once you show up inside Russia with German tanks, with swastikas on those tanks, with foreign military personnel, not just Ukrainians, but Poles and Germans and Brits. All of a sudden, it's now a new phase of this war. And so they're absolutely lining up to deliver a death blow to Ukraine, because they've made it clear Ukraine is not going to survive as a nation now. They are going to take Ukraine apart. Before, they were willing to let Ukraine stay in place, have a government and all that. No, that's over.
Now, we have people in